First off, I'm sick. Second off, this is a coming out story. I hate being sick with a passion. Anyways, I first came out in close to the end of 7th grade. And I just, like, told a few of my friends, I'm like, yeah, I'm bi. And, a lot of them were, okay with it. They didn't really care. They kind of had a feeling. They were like, okay, cool, you know? And then that, like, school ended and whatnot. And then in 8th grade, I dated this girl who wasn't really out. And, yeah. And I was like, yeah, guys, I'm gay. And there's, like, a few guys that are like, why are you gay? You should like guys, you know? Like, have you dated a guy? I'm like, I dated a guy for, like, how long was it? Like, 4 months, I don't know. And I liked him, but it just didn't feel good. Like, it didn't feel right. And, like, when I dated this girl, I was like, I like the ladies. And, yeah, I dated some girls in my days. And, like, me and this girl were, like, on and off, so whatever. And in 8th grade, in the after school program, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna tell my mom, like, I'm gonna text her. And they're like, you're serious? You're serious right now? And I'm like, yeah. And then I, like, text my mom, like, Ma, I have to tell you something. And, she's like, what is it? Are you in trouble? Like, what's wrong? What did you do? And I was like, it's not bad. She's all, spit it out. I was like, don't get mad at me. She's all, spit it out. And I'm like, I like girls. And then, like, 1 minute after, it's like, we'll talk about this when we get home. I was crying too. And my ex, like, I got back with my ex that day too, which was weird. She's still my ex. Yeah, whatever. When I got home, she didn't say anything really. She just, like, she was still working. And I was like, hey, Mom, I'm home. And then, yeah. And then I think it was before we were gonna go out. I'm gonna go out for dinner or something. And she was just like, I was putting on my shoes, I believe. And she's like, what makes you think you like girls? And I was like, I just do. I just do. That wasn't enough evidence. Like, oh, I like girls because they're boobs. I don't know. She was like, I don't believe you. And then I think that following weekend, my mom gave me rules, like a couple of rules. She's like, you can't sleep over at anyone's house, and no one can sleep over here. And if you're visiting a friend, you cannot close the door. And I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't really follow the rules. I was just like, okay, whatever. I slept over at my girlfriend's house. She slept over here before I told her, though. I closed the door with her in here. Like, yeah. She didn't care, really. She was at work. She was working. She works here. Anyways, I never came out to my dad. I think the first person in my family I came out to was my stepsister, who is gay, too. Like, her mom is gay, and she has a girlfriend. My stepsister has a girlfriend. And I have a girlfriend. And, I won't come out to my dad because I just don't wanna. I'm his little girl. I know I still will be, even if I tell him, but I just don't wanna. Yeah. He always wants me to walk down the aisle with a boy, not a girl, and whatever. I'll just hide it. I don't know, like I always did. But I put it on Facebook that I'm interested in women, but whatever. And I remember, it was funny how I came out to my mom's side of my family, like, it was just, like, all at once, like, it spread through the family that I was the only one lesbian in there. And, It was my cousin's wedding, and my dad was there because he works with my cousin at fire department, I believe. And, he was like, I had changed my relationship status, and he's like, so, who are you dating? Who's the lucky guy? And I was like, I just looked at my mom, and I was like, Mom, you know, I told you, I didn't tell him, he has no idea. And she's just looking at me like, she's like laughing too. She's like, what? Why are you looking at me? I'm just like, Mom, seriously. And then he left, and everyone was like, details. And then my old neighbor said, you know, it's not just boys these days. Because I was like dead silent. I was just like sitting there looking at my mom and like looking around like bright red. And she's like, it's not just boys these days, it's girls too. And I just looked at her like, yes, yes, you got it. Bingo. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. God. And my aunt was okay. Everyone was okay with it. It was surprising. I thought like everyone would hate me, like, no gays allowed in this family. Whew. And then that's pretty much it, how it came out. Oh, no, my mom, she's okay with it now. She's like, okay, girlfriends, okay. Like, I told her who I was dating, and yeah, it was weird. I kind of, like, looking back to when I was younger, I kind of knew I was gay. Like, I'm like, wow, that's pretty obvious. How did I not get that? Come on. But I only got my brain, like, recently, so it's okay. Whatever, back then. I didn't know. Everyone asked me, are you lesbian? Because I would always, like, mess around with the girls like I was a boy or something. Like, I would mess around with them like as if I was a boy. And I was like, no, I like boys. Yay! So, yeah. That's basically it. Hopefully this is the last time I've been recording me saying this, you know? Since this is, like, the 4th time, and I'm a perfectionist. No, I'm not a perfectionist. I'm just kind of OCD about stuff. And yeah, I'm never gonna tell my dad. Forget that. No, thank you. Because when I was younger, my grandma, she was talking to me about something. She was talking about lesbians, something. I'm not sure. And she's like, it's always the pretty ones. And I'm just looking at her like, yeah, like looking through the jewelry box because that's what we did. And then kind of recently, my grandma and my grandpa, they got in an argument over me, I guess. And my grandpa was just talking about being like, I want you to be happy. You can like whoever you like. And I was just like, what? And my grandma yells out, she's like, Terry, stop it. And she's like, what? I'm just like sitting there watching TV. I'm like, oh, show's back on. It was kind of awkward. I didn't care. I'm pretty sure they know, but whatever. I'm not gonna tell them. But yeah, that's basically it. The only reason I really made this is because someone I knew made a coming out video, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I'll make one. It's about time I should. Even though I made one before, but I deleted it because I thought it was stupid. I deleted a lot of videos. This is like my 2nd video. Rest I deleted. So yeah, this is getting too long, so bye.